Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all, especially to this week's weekly review. Okay, it's been a very beautiful week as so much has happened. I always tell you that this is the Trump market. Okay, this is the Trump administration. So much has really changed in the market. So many new happenings, but you need to be able to keep up to all that's happening in the market and make sure you are up to date. I told you to watch out for A setups. Okay, make sure you have your full confirmation before you take or make any entries, so you are not victimized or you are not stopped out or taken out with entries that you're making this week. I told you to be careful. Okay, I told you to make sure that every necessary things you ought to see before you make any entry is seen. Okay, don't chase candles. Allow the candles to come into your zone. Let price get into your zone. Trade within your setup. Keep to your rules, stick to your rules, and you'll find that you're going to improve, especially in this new administration and this new market, and you will not be victimized by all that's been happening in the market. So right now I would love to take you through the chart so I can show you a few things which we did in the course of the week. Much improvement, and I hope that by next week we're going to improve even more and we're going to do better. Follow me through. Let's go to the chart. Okay, so this is how we traded this week. This is GU. Of course, this is what I trade with the free community, and this is the first entry which I took. Okay, if you look very well, you will see that this was the previous low, and then that's my Fibonacci 2. Okay, so I'm trying to see how I can use the Fibonacci 2 to show you the equilibrium, the discount and premium zone, but it seemed not to be moving as far as I expect. Okay, so let me use this temporary. So just assuming this is the Fib 2, now that's the premium area. Just follow me through, and this is the discount zone. Okay, so that's the equilibrium. Now if you look from the supposed low where price had come from to give us this high, you will see that my entry went in much earlier before when I should have entered, and that was why I was stopped out. I've noted that was a good entry, but I went in quite too early, and with that I was able to lose that entry. This is why I've told you, I said make sure you have full confirmation before you go in. So that's the high that was taken, giving us that particular move, of which when it retraces, the equilibrium is actually still below where I took my entry. Now that is the high. Okay, now look from that high to the supposed low. Now that's the fair value gap I was considering to go in from. Okay, thinking this was the low, but that was the wrong low. Okay, this is the supposed low. Now when you pick from that low to that high, you will see that I actually went in the premium. Try not to ever buy any market in the premium zone, because you will definitely be stopped out, and when you are stopped out, you're going to be giving out your product or whatever you bought at a high price. Always buy at discount, so that no matter what happens, you're going to be in the best price. Okay, so just these are some few review which I've noted, and I know definitely, because this is a good move that we actually missed. Let's just see how many pips. If we are taking it from the supposed entry, we should have caught okay, this is 56. Okay, let's say 60 pips. We should have caught at least 60 pips, but because we didn't go in from there, let's see what we caught. Let's see what we would have caught if we were not stopped out, and you will see that we would have caught, I think, just about 36 pips. Okay, so I've noted this, and you see that should have been massive profit for me, helping me to recover all the losses that I've accumulated. But that was a loss. Now 20 pips. Now this one also, I was wrong for this particular entry. I didn't get my full confirmation. That 20 pips loss plus other 20 pips, that's 40 pips. And this one went halfway just a few pips, before it reversed. I think I told the community to exit this particular one. I exited it also, so this gave us just about 15 pips. Okay, 15 minus 40 will give us 25, so we have minus 25 pips which we need to recover. Then we took this entry, of which I told you to exit when I found a bearish order block which was strengthening. I told you to exit this entry. Just well, it gave up to 26 pips, but I actually told us to exit it when it was just about I think 17 pips or thereabout. I think that was when I told us to exit it. So that's 17 minus 25 still give us about 8 pips, to recover. Okay, so and we didn't get any entry anymore. Okay, for Thursday I was not really seeing any other move after that entry, and then today being Friday, the candle didn't move. So these are the few entries, just 4 entries for the week. And with the move that we caught this week, I know definitely next week is going to be better, because we've been able to scrutinize most of the entries we usually take, which we just go in without getting full confirmation. We've been able to stick strictly to doing only A setups, and I know A setups will see us through, especially in this Trump market and this new administration. Okay, so I want you all to make sure that you look out for that also. All right, so this is GJ. I think I was able to post this entry on GJ. Yeah, that's the entry on GJ. So you can see it went straight to hit take profit. Now this is the swing trade for all you swing traders. This is a beautiful entry for you. And then people USDT, that of the crypto, I was able to post one entry. I think there was an entry I posted that failed. Okay, that's it. It didn't quite go as predicted, and so it's just few pips though. Then GU has kept me so busy. I've put a lot of attention on it, and that's the reason why you can see that I didn't really put my eyes on the people USDT charts as I was supposed to. Okay, then also I'm trying to introduce to you a commodity which I told you already, silver, and I'm going to see how I can work on the analysis for the new week, and during the weekly analysis you're going to hear me introduce you to silver. Okay, so quickly let's go to the synthetics. We're done with forex, we're done with crypto. Now this is the synthetics. Of course, I think I posted 2 entries on the synthetic. I think jump 25 and volatility 25. This is boom 500. That's for the VIP community. Okay, so let's go straight to the one that I trade with the free community. Okay, that's volatility 25. Okay, so which entry? All right, so that's the entry I posted on volatility 25, and I told everyone to go in from there. Now if you look, you see that price didn't quite get into the initiation path according to the entry posted. Now what you do is, anytime you see that price has gotten very close to the initiation, then you will need to go in with market execution. Take note of that. And then the next one was jump 25, so that was the only entry on volatility 25. Now this is jump 75. Sorry, let me show you jump 25. All right, so this is jump 25. Okay, I think I caught a bearish move. Okay, this is the bearish move. Now it went a few pips and didn't quite get to the take profit, but that's what we were able to see for jump 25. Okay, so I'm hoping to reanalyze all of these synthetics and the rest of the forex and crypto. Then with the new one I'm introducing to you, the silver as a commodity, and then give you top-notch analysis during the weekly analysis. Make sure you are up to date. Now look at what I was trying to tell you about when price does not really get into your entry. Look at this EU, and take note, EU is for the VIP community. You will see that price didn't quite initiate the entry. Now when you see that price gets very close to the entry and does not initiate, what you do immediately is you go in with market execution. As you can see, that was a beautiful entry and it went straight to take profit, so that means you won't be missing out on that. the VIP community, they are really enjoying, even though this one got induced and went close to TP. I know the VIP community have opportunity for many other pair. Now, thank you for taking our time to watch this video. Okay, the weekly review is to make sure that everything is intact, everything is in check, so that as we come into the coming week, as I do the weekly analysis, as we prepare for the new week, we come in ready to win, ready to excel, ready to champion the market. And I trust that even as we have now understood the peculiarity of the market right now in this Trump administration, I trust that the coming week will be beautiful. Just watch out for the weekly analysis. During the weekly analysis, I'm going to be telling you my market perception, my market ideology, what I'm seeing in the market, and I want you to pay close attention to all of that. Take it seriously, and make sure you also prepare yourself. Make sure you are studying, make sure you are getting ready. Prepare for the new week. This is the time to study, this is the time to back test. Make sure you are on the chart learning. Get ready to win in the coming week. I'm rooting for you to win. See you soon during the weekly analysis.